Yo, what's going on, buddy? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy right here on the Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Rhul. We swap out a Stanley Cup champion for an NBA champion. He is Lindsey Hunter. Big Mike Gentry in the house. Hoodie and hat in tow. Spencer Raxter as well. All of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Like tens of thousands of you have done already. Jump into the chat. Get your thoughts out there. It really is that simple. Friday, big package, Lindsey. We're putting our big packages out there for everyone to see.
Putting the wood on the table.
That just dropped just a little thud. You know what I'm saying? We're putting the packages out there. Spenmo, big birthday weekend for you. Not you personally.
Not me personally, no, but it is a big birthday Friday. Shout out to my baby girl, Holly. She turns 2 today. So happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
She makes me happy every time I come home. I'm going to stop at Premier Pet Supply. Get her some treats for her birthday.
You know what's funny about that? I got to swing by the Premier Pet Supply too.
Yeah.
I've been given the orders to go get that $38 bag of cat food that this cat eats better than I do.
That's what it's all about.
No, it's not. Not to me, it's not. Hey, is your dog like shot out of a cannon every day too? Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I get home,
Damn, and it's 2?
She's jumping up on me, biting at my hand, freaking out and stuff. I just like grab her face and throw her, and she runs back and jumps
there's
up on
nothing like a dog's love, because they love you regardless to what you do. What you can have a shitty day, they come up and I'm telling you, man, there's nothing like a dog's love, bro. They love us unconditional, unlike everybody else.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Pete Smith, happy Friday, everybody. I hope Neal goes off on Harbaugh again. When did I go off on Harbaugh?
Here we go.
Like I said, if you don't suckle at the teat, you're a hater.
And Sam Flannel and I, for the behind the scenes today, when I strolled into the studio, they were on till like 10:04. That violates the terms of my contract. My contract, much like an E&E type contract, says get your shit and get out of here by 10 a.m. flat. But we were sitting there talking, and he exploded today because I was just asking questions. And he got mad because I said, Sam, are you going to the Michigan game? And he said, I am. I said, okay, can you do me a favor? Because I care about you. You know, you're my friend. We've been through the battles. We've worked together a long time. If they offer you punch at the Michigan game, do not drink it. If they want you to stare into a black wand at the Michigan game, do not do it. I care about you.
And what was his response?
Oh, you guys, no, so what are you trying to say? If you take a football out of that picture and it's a black wand, do not look at it. Okay? Do not look at it. So he got all upset, but, you know, whatever. I can't save everybody.
Verbal diarrhea, spitting out all types of numbers and
no, I mean,
like that.
wait. Whatever. I'm sure it'll happen later on, and everyone will get mad at me because there was more Michigan football program news that came to the light yesterday.
What was it? What happened?
It was gross.
It was gross. It was gross.
More controversy?
Yes, there was.
But they handled it, so I will give credit to Michigan. So, Lindsey, one of their lower-level staffers was caught by, guys that do like To Catch a Predator on their own.
They got him.
He was trying to meet up with who he thought was a 12 or 13-year-old girl, and they caught him and called him. But Michigan, got rid of him as soon, expeditiously. So I will give Michigan credit for
total
that.
castration.
Yeah.
Pete Smith also says Harbaugh.
Burn it down. Harbaugh
is gone, he's going to leave. So,
he is the lead betting option for the Raiders job.
See, I don't know. We'll get into it. We'll get into it a little bit later on. We do have a big package Friday, though, everybody. I know it's not news. When a staffer gets caught, to catch a predator. I know I'm not supposed to talk about it because that's what, the Ann Arbor media did. They chose not to.
Yeah, it was given to all, 6 Michigan beat reporters, I think, 3 weeks ago. And nobody
ran with it. But, the media's out to get them. That's what I was told. But anyway, I digress. Coyote says RIP 49ers. We'll discuss that, Lindsey.
Who says
as
that?
well. Coyote in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread.
Coyote. A good name for him.
Steve O'Baby says, Neal, I'm getting a free chicken dinner at Frankenmuth. Hell yeah. On my birthday this Sunday. Yeah. Let's go, Spenny.
That's hype. I know they're opening the Zenders
In Sterling Heights.
Yeah, in Sterling Heights.
Yeah, we're over by Lakeside Mall or whatever it is.
I'm pretty hype about that, dude.
You finna slide through?
Oh, for sure. Zender's chicken
That's so
is
random. That is so random, but I'll slide through, too.
Yeah, he's like, that's so random. I'll be there.
That Zender's chicken slaps, man.
Me and Spenny, I think, went there last year.
Me, you, Terry, and Easy.
Yep.
We went and had some chicken after we did a hot sauce tasting.
Also, I have a bone to pick with Mike Gentry, by the way.
Yeah. Oh.
Yesterday, we did the Feldman Chevrolet picks. I gave out Pittsburgh as one of my picks last night. And not because I was betting on Pittsburgh. I was betting against Will Levis, Lindsey. And come to find out, when there's not penalty flags that take Tennessee down the field, he can't get down the field. He was regular. He was regular fries, not chili cheese, no baked potato fries.
To be fair for Will Levis, he played a very, very good defense. Like, Pittsburgh's defense is real.
Here's the breaking news about being in the NFL. ...
That's fair.
It's littered with good defenses. But all that being said, remember yesterday when I told the people out there, and some of you took advantage of this, I got a couple DMs on social media, I said the Florida Panthers puck line. I know it's not popular. I know people don't like it, but that's the spot right now. That's the spot. It was over 2-1. It hit. So I asked BMG. I said, BMG, you take it? And what'd you say, BMG?
I said no, but to be fair, I don't bet on hockey and on the Red Wings, obviously.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I just don't bet on the Red Wings.
Yeah, you can't, right?
Yes. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that, so I don't do that.
Okay, but anyway.
Smart man.
The moral of the story is this. You people, BMG, like you, and I got a couple of these on social media last weekend, or the last Get Right that didn't hit. Your picks are trash. Well, because you just parachute in, you bet some and not others. Like, you got to trust the system.
Yep.
Like James Harden, I'm not a part of the system. I am the system.
Lance trusts the system.
He does.
Hey, that was a hell of a statement.
He's a ride or die.
I mean, considering the source, but that was a hell of a statement.
Lindsey, I'm not a part of the system. I am the system. So I just wanted that out there, too. I have a big problem.
That was a hell of a statement, boy.
Yeah. So, I did want to, and I'm going to steal some thunder from one of the nickel packages a little bit later on. Lindsey, I wanted to congratulate you, and I know Spencer wanted to congratulate you and your 49ers for acquiring a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. The greatest defensive player that the league has ever seen in Chase Young. That's just what the 49ers do, though. They add excellence, right? What's a Lindsey Hunter statement?
Well, when I saw it, I took my hat off, and I got in front of the computer, and I looked at Chase Young, and you know what I said? You complete me.
You and Spenny.
I said, you complete me. No, but listen, Neal, I knew you were going to do this. I mean, it's par for the course. Hating on my Niners. But we are, they weren't going to sign him back, right? They weren't going to sign him back, or he wasn't going to sign back with him. He has underperformed, after the injury. He's not quite back to form yet.
He's looking pretty good this year.
But he's looked pretty good. He's had a ton of quarterback pressures. He's had a ton of, he's making an impact. You put him on the opposite side of Bosa. And you tell me, what do you think is going to happen? Give me your...
Oh, they'll never lose a football game again.
Nobody said
as long
that.
as he's there.
No,
they'll never lose again.
Nobody said that. No, I hope that happens. I hope
it's
your
going
word
to.
is
It's
true.
going to happen.
I hope you speak that into fruition, and I'm going to...
I don't have to speak it into fruition. It's happening.
That into
he's
happening,
the greatest defensive football player of a generation.
Nah. He's a generational talent for sure.
Yes.
But he
no doubt.
He hasn't lived up to it, and from all whatever the Washington has said about him is that he would drift off from the game plan. He wouldn't follow instructions. Well, guess what, guys? Your instructions sucked.
We'll get into that, Lindsey. I do have to ask you about this because DNCENT put it in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Shout out Wemby. Hit a plus 1,500 parlay, 20-plus points, 10-plus boards, 2 blocks.
This guy's a fucking alien.
I don't know if you guys caught this or not. NBA basketball, as we know it, is over. And if this dude stays healthy, forget about it. And I'm talking. Give me 2 minutes for the geeky basketball stuff, since we got an NBA champion here. Lindsey, he was coming off of screens. He was catching and shooting. He was one dribble pull up in. He was going into the mid post and scoring. He was in transition, pulling up from three. He's 7'5", Lindsey.
You know what?
He's putting it on the floor and going around people. What is with this guy?
Any way you want it, that's hey, he was giving it to them any way they wanted it last night. And I'm sitting there, and right before our eyes, this guy started playing like he realized, like, you know what? They can't stop me. Mm-hmm. Like, you could see the energy in which he started playing with. Dude, the score was tied, and he scored the next 10 out of 12.
Yeah,
and they weren't like...
He's in his 5th game.
Yeah. And it wasn't like they were like, oh, I'm going to just run that. No, they were like, catch it, post up, turn around, spin off, baseline, underneath.
Spenny, we heard it.
Yeah.
Like, we've been told it.
No.
Spenny.
Now we've seen it. I honestly think there's only one player in the NBA who can guard him, and that is Giannis. Because he's too big, he'll shoot over guards. He's too fast, he'll go around big men. Like, I honestly think Giannis is the only player in the NBA who can, like, guard him one-on-one.
He dunked last night in transition.
Yeah.
It had his hand around the rim, and his foot was on the ground.
Yeah.
And then he just let go of the rim.
He's a freak.
Look, you remember when we saw those the old footage of Wilt Chamberlain when he would catch it in the middle, he would, like, finger roll over the defense?
Yes.
Wembanyama did that last night, and I was like, holy shit, he did the Wilt Chamberlain.
He's Wilt with a 3-ball and handles.
Right? He caught it, and the defense was standing here. He just did like this. Oh, the rim's right there. Finger roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and look, I know that NBA basketball is like a very divisive thing. Like, the people either love it or they hate it.
I love it.
But and I love it too, obviously. Lindsey, you think it's okay.
I think what's okay?
NBA basketball. You think it's like it's
whatever.
okay. But guys, I'm telling you this. Like, this is next. If he doesn't have the only hope that the rest of the league has is that he has Bill Walton's feet. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm not sitting here wishing injury. That's their only defense.
If he can stay healthy, he'll dominate the league for 10 years.
You guys, this is generational. We throw this around a lot.
Too
Like, we've
much.
never seen this.
No, we've never seen this.
Nobody has ever seen.
No.
There is no comp to this.
No.
There isn't like LeBron, right? Like the LeBron MJ thing, or the Kobe MJ thing, or the Kobe LeBron. There is no comparison to what I saw last night on the basket. I've watched a lot of basketball games. I have never seen that, and I will never see that again in my lifetime. I don't know what else to say, Lindsey.
Well, people always, and you know what will happen, because it's starting to happen now. Everybody wants to throw up, what's the other guy? Bol. Like, oh, Bol can do it.
Sheesh.
No, Bol can't. Because
No, he
guess what?
can't.
If Bol could do it, he would be on the floor doing it for somebody.
Yep.
And I'm sorry. And so the word on Bol also is he doesn't like the game. He doesn't work hard. You can see Wemby, man, I saw a tenacity in him last night where I was like, damn, this kid is...
He's hungry, too.
Yes. He was sprinting down the floor. Bring it.
Call him for
Drop
the pill.
it. Give it to me. And I'm like, this is scary.
Mm-hmm.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Alan Nelson. I would love to know what's the difference between Victor and Yao Ming. Simple.
What?
He runs the floor and shoots pull-up threes in transition.
Now, who said that?
Alan Nelson.
He must not watch basketball.
Yeah, Alan, I know you probably don't like basketball, but come on. No, that's not even a... Alan.
Okay, so if you guys have a question about Wembanyama on, like, why he's so hyped, there's a video circulating out there of his dribble routine before the game.
Yes.
It is one of the scariest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's 7'5".
He's doing his regular dribble moves with walking up and down the court, going
and being
between
7'5",
and then gets two balls and is switching both of them between his legs at the same time.
And he's
walking up and down the
7'5".
court. And he's 7'5", and he can shoot from anywhere.
That's impressive, switching balls between his legs.
Yeah, hey, yo.
Hey, yo!
Guys, and look, I'm not taking like a whole segment on or anything like that. Just be advised, if you get a chance to watch, and you can just sit there and go, oh my God, we're all left. The whole league is effed. Yes. For real. Like, Luka, you better get your chip now.
Yeah.
Like, now.
Celtics,
get it
this is your year.
Now.
Like, if you don't get it this year, Celtics.
You ain't getting it.
Yeah. Giannis already got his.
And the crazy part about it, because I watched him when the hype started. I remember watching him in the league he was playing in. And I was watching the things that he was doing, and I was sitting there talking to my son. I was like, okay, I said, if what I'm watching is real, I said, the league is not ready for that.
No. Real quick, before we cut to the break, I know we're late. Jay Single says, Neal is gargling on his junk. Okay, Lindsey, you played in this league.
Who said that?
Jay Singles.
He's single?
I don't know.
Jay Singles?
Nah.
Probably a single. Anyway.
I don't know. But, Lindsey, whatever, don't believe him. You know, what does he know? All right, tell him about Dispo.
All right, let me tell you about Dispo, where if you go to Dispo and then you watch Wemby, you might think you're in a different world. But experience the true meaning of cannabis. Experience Dispo Romeo, a team that curates an exclusive atmosphere mixed with a fresh inventory of Michigan's largest variety of products. Largest variety. The first ever cannabis mall of its kind is conveniently located off of Van Dyke and 32 Mile and Romeo.
Literally a mall.
Literally a mall. Dispo Romeo is now open late night until midnight every day except Sunday. Can it get any better than that? And Ermanni and Edwards with Maz and the Woodward Heavyweights will be at their Hazel Park location today.
Oh.
So make sure you guys come hang out with the boys.
What will that entail?
It's going to entail a lot of fun. What would you want to cook up after you take a trip to Dispo?
Well, let me tell you what. After you're nice and hungry, and you've already, slid by the Fairway Packing Company Steak Grab and Go Steak Shop in Grosse Pointe, because here's why. Every good steak you've ever had in a restaurant probably came from Fairway Packing Company. The best restaurants, the finest hotels, the casinos, all of it. They use Fairway Packing Company for their prime beef, dry aged beef, Wagyu beef, all of it. Go to fairwaypacking.com, and guys, all I can tell you is this. The greatest ribeyes I've ever had in my life that I made myself came from Fairway Packing Company. Took it from the steak shop, seasoned it up, let it sit, threw it on the grill. Incredible. Guys, I'm telling you, if you like steak, fairwaypacking.com. Do it now.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com. Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Join Woodward Sports and Long Drink every game day for the Lions VIP tailgate party. It's at Eastern Market in Shed number 5, and it's always a bash. Make sure you come check it out. The official Lions tailgate is back and better than ever. How would you like to pregame it with Woodward Sports and be treated like a VIP? Food, beverages, and entertainment all included. Get your tickets online today at bullseyeeventgroup.com or win some from Woodward Sports. Just subscribe to the YouTube, follow us on IG, and direct message Lions VIP.
We are off. We are running. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul, and Lindsey Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, and Spencer Raxter as well. All of you in the woodwardsports.com chat thread. Paul Thomas says, yes, the NBA is rigged. Sincerely, Tim Donaghy. I heard him. He's got a radio commercial on in town. He's giving out picks, betting picks.
Tim Donaghy?
Yeah.
Get him out of here.
Hey, Lindsey.
Well,
you know,
got some
he
inside
owns it. Like, he owns it, and he's all the way in. I'll give him credit for that. Like, he ain't running for it. He's not being Michigan football about it. He's not sitting there denying it. You know?
Can I do a quick shout out?
Yes.
Shout out to our guy Ronnie Cyrus
Yes.
for being nominated for the 2023 Salute to Service Award by the NFL. He's going to be down there for the Super Bowl. It's awesome for him. He deserves it more than anybody I know.
As a matter of fact, we're going to have him on as that gets closer in December.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, we do the Hometown Hero segments here every Friday of a Lions home game, and Ronnie Cyrus is the one that quarterbacks all that. The Detroit Lions nominated him for that award, and he'll be in the running for it. And we're going to talk to Ronnie about that. So he's got a very, very interesting story as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is absolutely an amazing story. That also kind of brings in some of the Detroit Lions. I don't know how much he's comfortable with me talking about it, but some of the stuff he told me. Long story short, when he was serving over in Africa, they basically built a school for a village that didn't have a school.
Yeah.
And there were some people that you would not believe that helped bankroll that whole project. No questions asked. It's incredible. We'll talk about that with Ronnie coming up. He's the one that quarterbacks all that. So yes, very, very justified. Very, very justified, and hope he can win that. But yeah, he will be out there at the Super Bowl. Jack Harrington says, Ronnie, you're the man, sir. Yeah, we're going to talk to Ronnie.
Ronnie
get
is
his
the
story.
man.
Yes, very, very cool. World's better with him in it. But look, I know we're going to take 5 minutes and do this real quick, and don't be mad at me because I didn't put it out there again. The Big Ten had the meetings last night, the Big Ten commissioner with the athletic directors and everything like that. And, the news kind of came out from those that are reporting on this situation, just to update everybody on what was said. The coaches, the other members of the Big Ten, Lindsey, they want to see some action. They want to see some action taken. And, Lindsey, my question to you is, how much more can you take? And I'm being for real. I'm not piling on, because all I'm doing is reporting what's happening.
They're
man.
going to say you're piling on because
I don't care, because this is news. This is newsworthy.
No, right.
It's
You're
trending on Twitter. I heard Stephen A. Smith's in Ann Arbor this weekend, and it is a national deal. Whether you guys want to admit it or not, it is. And 2 to 4 is not going to talk about it here. So, it's kind of my place to talk about it.
Why is 2 to 4 not going to speak on this?
I don't know. I can't control what they do. I can only control what I do. Danny G. Ryan says, fake-ass witch hunt. Ryan, here's my question. And I'm being for real, Ryan. BMG, feel free to chime in. You're a Michigan fan. At what point is this something to you? Ryan, if it's a, quote, fake-ass witch hunt, what point is this something to you? BMG, at what point is this something to you as a Michigan fan?
I've already said that it was something like 2 days ago when we talked about it. So, obviously it's something. It's going to be affecting us until it comes out. It's going to be affecting us the whole rest of the year. So it's been something. I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Yeah. Chuck Brewer, they talked about it again yesterday, but keep talking that narrative. Chuck, at what point is this real? At what point? Okay, so again, I'm not being judge, jury, and executioner here. I'm asking you, the Michigan fan. At what point?
Burn it down.
That's not being, Spenny. You're not being fair here. You're not being fair.
Spencer.
Burn it down.
You're not being fair here. But no, at what point, even to the Michigan fan, at what point is it enough for you guys? For real, because you have, what do you have, Spenny? You got the Harbaugh line to the investigators that he served a suspension for.
Yes.
So, BMG, is that fair to me to say he did that?
What?
Is that fair to me to say he lied to the investigators because he got suspended for it and accepted it?
Yes, that is fair.
Okay, so he did that.
It's over with.
But he did it.
He did it.
You had the hiring Shemmy Schembechler thing. Right?
And then firing him 3 days later.
Yeah, 36 hours, firing him later, okay? And that's, is that a, quote, violation? I don't know. It's a bad look.
It's a bad look.
Is that fair? Lindsey, am I being fair? Is that a bad look?
Absolutely. You're just calling it like it is. You're not doing anything wrong. It is what it is, guys. Accept it.
Burn it down.
Dan Wood says El Mago is back. I do like that. Justin says it's a smoking gun. Bradley K says, I'm not a Michigan fan, and at first I was skeptical of the whole thing, but at this point it's tough to deny that all of this is at least somewhat of a big deal. And look, Bradley K, like, that's my point. Like, at what point, even a Michigan flat earther, like, when do you accept the fact that the earth is round? When?
Well, it's hard to convince some people, regardless of what goes on in their program. They're gonna always deflect and say, "Hey, oh no, it's a witch hunt. They're just picking on us." Well, they're not picking on you when every time we look around, something is going on in your program. People aren't picking on you. People aren't planting situations to cause problems in your program. You're doing it. That's self-inflicted.
I believe I go to the great urban philosopher Cat Williams when during one of his stand-ups he said, if one person says something about you, okay, but when 35 people say something about you, it's true.
Shout out Bill Cosby.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
At some point, even a Michigan flat earther has to say, man, I don't like this. I really don't like what's going on. And look, I saw it earlier, and I wish I could attribute it to...
See, I give respect to Tev Sauce, too. Tev Sauce, too, in the Woodward Sports Chat. He says, until Michigan can't play football, I don't care about this. It's national championship or bust.
Fair.
Very fair.
But I guess my question to you guys about this, and look, we talked about what the Michigan media had but didn't go with, about the staffer and the kid and the catch a predator stuff and all that kind of stuff. They handled it, right?
They did.
Can we agree it's not a good look?
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look when he's in video with a Jumpman shirt on and a Block M on there.
Yeah, not a good look.
Not a good look. I'm not saying that it's it's something punishable. You guys handled it, okay?
They handled it, yeah. Props to Michigan
Props to you
for handling that.
Fair point. It's just that was really bad timing.
Yes.
For all that to happen.
Yes,
and that's fair. It's just for me, when at some point people want to talk about Zenders in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Chris Blackburn, NCAA needs to prove it, not just research from newspapers. No, so here's my question. Yeah. Offensive coordinator's home's getting raided by the FBI. You got, again, you got the Donovan Edwards, anti-Semitic tweet stuff. At what point is this something? And Chris, when you say that NCAA needs to prove it, not just research from newspapers, and I'm not a Spartan fan, I don't care. They're irrelevant. They're an irrelevant football program.
They are.
But you guys wanted some swift action at the end of the Michigan State game last year in the tunnel, right? You didn't want to research and let it play out and all that kind of stuff. When it was against you guys wanted everybody, and people got suspended immediately. People that were on video, people that weren't on video, and all of a sudden everybody's a video expert now. But it's AI when it's Connor Stallion. Like, you had your guy on the sidelines of another team. Like, can we agree that this has kind of crossed the threshold? That's all I'm asking.
Burn it down.
Lindsey.
The bodies hit the
Oh, my Jesus Christ, you guys.
Hey, it is something, Neal. I mean, like you said, dude, things can't keep coming up, and we say, oh, it's not.
Witch hunt.
Oh, no, yeah. Oh, prove it. Well,
Hamburger.
Right, they just proved it. They arrested
Witch
a
hunt.
guy.
Hamburger. Witch hunt.
Cheeseburger, Neal.
Cheeseburger, yeah.
Right.
Nothing burger.
A guy on the sidelines of another team recording. We have video evidence of it.
Yes.
So what are we talking about?
But when it's video evidence in the tunnel with somebody swinging helmets, then it's applicable.
Right. You can't.
And all I'm asking for, Michigan fans, is just some honesty from you guys.
Keep it the same.
When is it enough for you?
Right.
That's all I'm asking. That's all I wanted to know.
And be honest about it. If you don't really care, just say, hey, I don't give a damn what we do. I just want to win.
Burn it down.
Mario Lewis says there was video evidence of that. This is not the same at all. There's video evidence of Connor Stallions on the sideline of another team when he's a Michigan staffer. There's video evidence of that. And you know how I know? We're going, 4 days now? And Central Michigan can't come up with anybody who it was?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Like, we don't have his name anywhere on our login sheets or anything.
He just buys the tickets in his name. He doesn't, get the sideline passes in his name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, DNC-ENT, it's been enough. Neal talks to less than 25% of Michigan fans. Coach, hold on, I gotta catch this one. fans, coach wanting to leave every year. Scandals, more scandals with a 1-7 record in bowl games. I agree with Spenny. Burn it down.
Burn it down.
Okay, look, I'm glad we had this. And that guy's 62. I just want to win, period.
Right.
Here's my question.
As you should.
And that's fair. Because I gave you guys my plan.
Yeah.
We're rolling out. We're winning anyway.
If I'm Michigan and we win the national championship this year, I don't care what happens. We won the national championship.
Right.
But even then to the Michigan slaps, like guys like Matt Broder and stuff like the 2 to 4 show, even for the slaps, my question to you is deep within your soul. If you did win all this, if you win it this year, it's going to have national taint to it, right? Like it is. Will it mean the same to you? Deep down, being honest with me, will it mean the same?
It should. It would for me. I don't care.
Yeah, like Neal, you know as well as I do. You win a national championship, all that, you're going to celebrate, you're going to go party, all that shit in the past was the past. Now, if it resurfaces and we get in trouble for it and find out hey, man, we won a national championship.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Does not care to me, but that national championship might need a guardian. If you need a guardian, just hit up Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. They're professional technicians. Take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology to be proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you. And we can send you to Les Stanford, because what happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today. Find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. It's Les Stanford. Find new roads.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Neal Rhul here for 5 Iron Golf, downtown Detroit's newest sports bar. 13 TrackMan simulators, certified instructors, and most importantly, a full bar. I can confirm I was there last night. Bourbon may or may not have been consumed with my guy Brady. They had a restaurant too. 5 Iron Golf Leagues are going on right now. Compete nationwide for a chance to win a trip to the Dominican Republic. You can bring your own foursome. You can sign on as an individual. Whatever you want to do, go to 5irongolf.com and take a look around. The weather's awful from now until June. If you want to stay sharp, keep the golf game sharp, 5irongolf.com. Join the league. That is the play. And I'll tell you what. Code Woodward10 at checkout. Use code Woodward10 at checkout. Get 30% off your league fees. That's all I can do for you guys. Go to 5irongolf.com today. All right, big package for all here today. Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul, Big Package Friday. Lindsey Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter, as well. Happy to have all you guys with us. And just kind of wrapping up the Michigan stuff, because every day it's something else, and I'm the bad guy for bringing it up, like according here on the woodwardsports.com chat thread. Neal will stop at nothing. This isn't my investigation.
They're treating it like it is your investigation, Neal. This is your fault. You caused all these things to happen.
Guys, again, to my friends that are going to the Michigan-Purdue game, if they offer you punch, if it's free punch, don't drink it. Please don't drink it, guys. All right? Please, I'm asking you. And yes, the earth is round. All right? So that is it. All right, big package time here on Big D Energy. Detroit Lions, you want to do it? Bye-week edition?
Yeah, we can do the bye-week package. All right, first question of the bye-week package. How much more do you need from Hutch this year?
I need a little more. You know, just in terms of getting home. I know I'm a Michigan hater when I say that, even though he doesn't play for Michigan anymore. He plays for the Detroit Lions. I just need him to not go a month without a sack. Because that's what it's going to be. When he puts his hand in the dirt or the turf at SoFi when they play the Chargers, it'll be more than a month since he's got a sack, Lindsey. And look, I said it too. Yes, Nick Bosa's been a little less than.
Oh, a lot less.
A lot less than.
Yes.
Oh, my. Lindsey, how can you say that? No, I mean, I need more. I do.
Yeah,
I need more.
Yeah. And that's, when you have established yourself as a dominant pass rusher, then what is your job? Your job is to get home, buddy. And regardless to what is going on, I'm being double teamed. No, you got to get home. You got to make a difference. He's been a difference maker all season long. So now you got to get back to, getting to that quarterback. You got to put your feathers back and rush like you've been doing. And I know we get to a point in the season where everybody gets used to a certain thing, and we've been double teamed. It doesn't matter. And I think he's great. The great ones figure it out. I think he will.
No question. Yeah, I think it's fair though to say, and I believe that he can do it. I've seen him do it before,
and I guarantee you, he's telling himself that.
And Lindsey, that's it. That's exactly where I'm coming from. You know who knows this more than anybody?
Yes,
Aiden
Hutchinson knows this more than anybody.
He's telling himself. He's probably beating himself up. Dude, I got to do a better job.
I got to do more. Yeah,
I got to get there.
No question. Adalris says, Neal, irritating AF. Well, so are people that think the world's flat, Adalris. I don't know what to tell you. All right, second down.
Second down, next question of the bye-week nickel package. Who gets more carries when Montgomery comes back, him or Gibbs?
I think that's a game flow thing. I know that's not very hot takey, and we can't make a clip out of it and get 75,000 views of it for me to say, I think it's up to game flow. But I do, Lindsey. I do think it's up to game flow.
No, good point.
Because if the Lions are up and you're looking to close down the club and go on one of those 8-minute drives a la at Tampa at the end of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game, then Monty's your guy. 4 yards per, churning it up, not being denied, not being stopped. And then on the flip side of that coin, if you're trying to maybe come back in a game or you're looking to maybe stretch something, then maybe Jahmyr Gibbs is your flavor. You want to pop something, maybe he's the flavor. It's game dependent. We live in this world, Lindsey, of linearness, and everybody wants absolutes. And here's the thing with sports that still to this day we don't grasp as fans. Every game's in a vacuum.
Yes.
Every drive is in a vacuum. Every possession in the NBA is in a vacuum, man. Now there's forces, there's momentum and stuff like that. But yeah, that's a long-winded way of me saying, Lindsey, it's game flow dependent. Sorry.
It's definitely game flow, but I think the last game has definitely put a different thought pattern in the coaches' minds about Gibbs. I think they realized that, man, this dude, he can run between the tackles, he can bounce it, he can break tackles. I think they'll, push comes to shove, I think they'll give him the benefit of the doubt now and give him a couple of more touches that he probably wouldn't have gotten, games before now. But I think he's proven what I've been saying all along, that he is that dude. And he's going to be one of those guys.
Yeah, Chuck Brewer, Neal, fantasy sports have killed the game for a lot of fans. And Chuck, I'm in lockstep. I know we see different, in terms of Michigan, but I've been banging that drum for a long time. The fantasyization of sports has really disconnected a lot of us from reality of what goes on. All right, third down.
Third question of the bye week nickel package. Will Donovan Peoples-Jones end up being the number 2 receiver on this team?
No, not close, not a chance. Because you when it all comes down to it, and Jared Goff has to close his eyes and throw one, who's he throwing it to? His guy, Josh Reynolds. And Amon-Ra, Amon-Ra obviously is going to be the number 1. But when everything's on the line, he's cool with Josh Reynolds.
Yeah. And I think, Donovan Peoples was a great pickup for him because I think he's real versatile. He's a really good return guy, and he's he can be a home run hitter. And Donovan is a strong, real put together receiver.
He's a pro.
Yeah. Funny, I've been knowing him since he was in elementary.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel old seeing him as a grown dude now.
Well, you are old, Lindsey.
No, I'm not.
I know.
It's all relative. Anyway. But I love the addition of him. I think he adds another dimension to him. And I don't think he'll be a number 2 receiver, but I definitely think he'll help.
Yeah, and again, he is a body. And contrary to what Brandon Katzbot said, Marvin Jones Jr. leaving necessitated getting another body. Now, it made me sad from the front of the TK85. Yeah. I had high hopes for TK85, but even I would say, even I would say, as a TK85 fan, you give me Donovan Peoples-Jones or TK85. I'm taking Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yes.
But I take TK85 on the practice squad.
That's fair. That is fair. All right, next question of the bye week nickel package. How worried are you with the outside cornerback depth on this team?
I'm no more worried than anybody else is in the NFL.
I'm very worried.
And everybody else in the NFL is okay. However you want to phrase it, I'm very worried. There's 32 locker rooms in the NFL that feel the same way.
Locker rooms don't have Will Harris as their backup corner.
Some of them do though. Well, there are teams that are in contention for playoff spots that have that same scenario. Look, I present to you the Atlanta Falcons, right?
Yeah.
Their cornerback. You know who's lurking in their cornerback room.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
and what kind of balances that off? What nullifies that is that's why we're sitting here. We were talking about Hutch being more effective. When your defensive line can put pressure on that quarterback and not give him as much time, then you don't worry about your secondary as much. You understand? So the more the defensive line starts to get back to playing the way they were playing, then you'll have less concerns about.
It's funny you bring that up, Spenny, Lindsey, because that is the one thing. You can't cover up for an ineffective defensive front.
No.
The secondary is the one thing that you can kind of hide from time to time.
Yes.
You cannot hide a defensive front.
No, because your secondary will look great. If the quarterback's only getting 3 seconds to get that ball out, man, the secondary's playing really, really good. No, they're not.
Yeah, absolutely. People were talking about Cam Sutton. Just real quick, I know we're kind of pressed for time. PFF, Cam Sutton is not a friend of PFF, apparently. No. They got him rated as kind of mid. So this is the time where we hate PFF, right?
PFF's a joke.
Okay.
The only thing I like with PFF is their pressure stats.
Yeah.
The rest of it is like pass block win rate, like shit like that. It's just nerds making up shit.
I like when they have Penei Sewell at the top of the league. That's what I like.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
Next question, final question of the bye week nickel package. Can this team get the number 1 seed in the NFC?
I don't think so, man, because Philadelphia is just a machine. And it's kind of comical to me because I was looking up, and we'll have something about this in the NFL nickel package coming up. The amount of the media people that are picking the Cowboys to go in there and win that game. More later, Lindsey, save it for the next time. The answer to this question is I don't think so because I think Philadelphia is just a machine.
No, I'm gonna tell you, I think the Lions will be 1. I think the Eagles will be 2, and I think the Niners will be 3.
I think the Lions can be 2. I'm with you on that.
Because if you look at the Lions schedule and you look at the Eagles schedule coming up,
Eagles got Murderers Row.
The Eagles have a tough schedule coming up, and the Lions have a really favorable schedule. And I remember talking about this when the season first started. When I said 13 games, everybody looked at me and said, "What? You're crazy, Lindsey."
Yeah, that's true.
I said 13 games.
You did.
It looks like the Lions are going to win 13 games.
It does.
And it looks like we should all go to Big Boy today,
does.
as a matter of fact, because it's burger and chicken sandwich season, everybody. They have the best burger in the world in the Big Boy. You're going to look that pretzel bacon cheeseburger in the eye. and say that thing doesn't slap, you know it does. More of a chicken sandwich person, that's cool. The regular Dolly chicken sandwich or the Bob's Hot chicken sandwich. Is that coleslaw they got on that? Spenny, I got to know.
Looks like it.
I will put, I got to know, Spenny.
I'm a thick cut coleslaw guy.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Upgrade those regular old fries. Get chili cheese fries. Get loaded baked potato fries and save room for dessert. The Reese's chocolate, peanut butter thunder cake, or the funnel cake fries.
No flannel fries.
Not Sam Flannel fries. Good fries. Get to your local Big Boy today.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
How would you like to win a $100K Vegas getaway? Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps.
Boy, would I!
It's the Cintron Energy Drink It and Live It. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win. Register at drinkcintron.com/Vegas and buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste. Look good, feel great, and be the best version of yourself with Cintron. Go to drinkcintron.com/Vegas to figure out how you can sign up to win.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Big Package Friday. Neal Rhul, Lindsey Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxter as well. All of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel and jump in there. Coquet, we all read it. We all laughed. I'm not reading it on the show.
That was very funny, Coquet. Sam Flannel is a fine gentleman.
No, Coquet. I'm not concerning myself with what Sam Flannel does, quote, under the Gordie Howe Bridge, unquote. All right? Not doing it.
Spare time.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. You guys can go read it, and if you want to laugh, feel free to laugh. I'm not doing it. All right, NFC. That's right, because, hey, we're talking about a 1 seed in the NFC.
We are.
We're doing an NFC nickel package. Let's kick it.
All right, first question.
And these were written by Spenny.
These were not written by me. These were written by Neal.
These are thoughts and opinions expressed are those of Spencer Raxter alone.
These are thoughts and questions written and thought of by Neal Rhul. First question. Should we just extend a congratulations to the 49ers for landing 3-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year Chase Young and locking up the Super Bowl because it's over and no one can compete with them for as long as Chase Young is there?
Well, you know, I had thought he was a 2-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year, but come to find out, Spencer corrected me, and he's a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. So, Lindsey, again, I will congratulate you. You have the greatest defensive front that's ever been assembled, provided Chase Young, feels like it on that day, or, isn't like abandoning assignments to go try to make splash plays in a contract year. Other than that, though, you have the greatest defensive front ever assembled. Lindsey, congratulations.
I appreciate that, guys. I'll take my flowers later, but you know what this ghostly reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
Remember when the Pistons acquired a guy by the name of Rasheed Wallace who had a troubled checkered past, and people said that he wasn't a chemistry guy? Really, really strangely reminds me of that. But seemingly when he got to an organization that had infrastructure that was solid and had solid guys, he jumped right in line.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that, Lindsey.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm not selling to you.
I said this yesterday. Remember the last time the 49ers traded for somebody from Washington that wasn't fitting the system, was arguing with coaches, was a problem in the locker room? It's Trent Williams. It was pretty fucking good.
One of the best football players in the NFL.
It was pretty good.
So I like So here's how I look at that. Hey, when you're trying to win a Super Bowl, you take chances. Like, that's the bottom line. If it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. But you don't lose anything because you don't have to sign them back. So you swing at the fences. You go for what you know. And
in this case, it's guaranteed a Super Bowl championship.
No, it's not.
Guaranteed it.
Nothing's ever guaranteed.
Those are Spenny's words.
But I'm gonna tell you this: it's not guaranteed when you don't try either. Nothing's guaranteed when you don't try. So you have to swing for the fences.
When you say you don't try, maybe it's someone that doesn't fit what you're doing. Maybe he's not a fit. Could that possibly be it or no? Could it possibly be it?
Anything.
Like Connor Stalions on the sideline for Central Michigan. Could it possibly be it?
This isn't Central Michigan. This is not
okay.
that situation. But you take a chance on a talent. What pick was this guy? Number 2 pick in the draft?
Yes.
You telling me you wouldn't take a chance on a guy like that, knowing that you have the locker room to support no matter what? Your locker room's not going to let foolishness go on in there.
Okay.
You wouldn't try that? You wouldn't swing for the fences with that?
Not if he's not a fit. In my estimation, if he's not a fit, I'm not doing it.
I'm shocked at you, Neal, because you're a guy that you live life on the edge. You're trying to win.
No, 100% yes, but also at the same time, the dude in charge has a track record of turning this whole 12 months ago, they were 1-6, Lindsey. And he did this with his guys his way. Who am I to question it? If he doesn't value somebody, I'm not going to step up there and pound the table and say, why didn't you go get him?
Well, maybe he doesn't feel like his locker room can support certain things. Everybody's locker room is different. And you know, the 49ers have an experienced locker room. The guy played with Bosa in college. So I'm sure Bosa had a lot to do with saying yay or nay if they thought the guy could fit.
Stotan coach, pretty smart guy. May have listened to the show yesterday. Or maybe Martin Mayhew had an upcharge for the Lions. Maybe. Where did Martin Mayhew come from? San Francisco. That's all I'm saying. All right, second down.
All right, second down. Again, these are the direct thoughts of Neal.
The thoughts and opinions expressed are those of Spencer Raxter and nobody else.
Neal, I'm reading them off my phone.
Spenny, I'm not aware of anything that you do.
That's fair.
Now, I have you here in the booth and everything like that, and I'm going to listen to what you say and respond to it, but I don't know how you got this information, but I'm going to use it. All right, go ahead.
I got this from Neal Rhul. Next question. Cowboys are at Philly on Sunday Night Football. If the Cowgirls, shout out to Lindsey Hunter, win, does that change your perception of them?
For me, it does a little bit. A little bit. Now, in the end, they're going to be what they are. But in the intermediate, Lindsey, I do think if they go there and get a win, I think that muddies things up for the Lions a little bit. I do believe that. It's just, look, to go into Philly and beat them is impressive. It would be impressive. It would. In the end, they'll be the Cowboys. And in the end, they'll still be Rain Dakota Prescott at quarterback.
And Mike McCarthy is the head coach.
But they're not going to win in Philadelphia, so it doesn't matter. Dumb question, Spenny.
The Cowgirls are going to cowgirl.
Don't care.
They're going to do what they normally do. Lay an egg. Right when you need them the most. Right when the Cowboy fans sit there and say, we're ready, we're back, we're going to do it, we're going all the way. They sit there and they shit their pants. And I'm right there for it every single time.
It's fair.
No, I want to I want to see him lose. It's fun. All right, next one.
Rain Dakota Prescott, when the world needed him most, he vanished.
Again.
Question number 3. If the playoffs started today, the Lions would host the Vikings. Who do you think will be the last team in the NFC playoffs?
Yeah, and when Spenny came up with this question, like what he was trying to drive at was, like,
who's the third wild card?
Yeah, who's the third wild card? Like, Tampa or Atlanta is going to win the South. So when you scan the NFC, there's going to be one Giants from last year that get in there.
It won't be the Giants.
Yeah, it won't be the Giants this year. Right now, as it sits, obviously it's a Minnesota Vikings. I've been trying to wrap my head around that, and I'm starting to think that as far as that quote-unquote third wild card spot goes, maybe my dream of the Rams isn't as dead as I thought it was.
I don't think it is.
So, that's kind of my dream, is I want the Lions to get the 2 seed and the Rams to get the 7 seed, and I want to crumble Matt Stafford to the ground.
That is just...
What?
Why do you want to crumble Matt Stafford?
Because he's the quarterback of the Rams, and we're in a playoff game, and he's in the way. Much like some games when he was here, he's in the way of us winning a playoff game. What?
Matt Stafford.
I drive by the field he built for the kids down Van Dyke and 7 Mile every day. I go to Detroit City FC and I tip my cap to it and say thank you for that.
Matt Stafford.
Both things can be true.
That bad.
The answer to the question, though, here's kind of the conclusion I came to. Would the NFC get 2 in? I think the Atlanta Falcons are going to get in the playoffs.
I think so, too. I think it's going to be whoever doesn't win the South.
So you think they're going to get 2 in, too?
Yeah. I think it's going to be the Saints and Tampa, though.
Yeah, like, Lindsey, it's not as crazy as that may have sounded 3 weeks ago.
I hope the Saints don't get in, though.
I think they will. I think they'll win that division.
They're just, like, stumbling into wins.
Yeah.
Phil wants to know, what are you looking for at 7 Mile? I'm going down Van Dyke to Keyworth Stadium in Hamtramck, Phil.
Shout out
Mind your business,
GCSC.
Phil.
Yeah. What are you doing, Phil? What do you got going on this weekend?
All right, next question of the NFC Nickel package. I keep hearing how the Eagles aren't the same, but then I look at the standings and they're 7-1. Are we sleeping on the Eagles?
I think people are.
I think so, too.
Like, guys, they're 7-1.
They're good.
However they got there,
They're good.
whatever they did, they're 7-1. And they were what, like
And A.J. Brown is a monster.
Dude, that guy flipped a switch, bro.
And Jeff gave him to Braylon for free.
Yes.
No honor.
Yeah, so Jay Singles, wow, Neal, no Stafford hate. You know damn well it wasn't his fault. Yeah, well, it wasn't because of him either. So I can play that game too, Jay Singles. And if we play against him in the playoffs, I want him crumbled to the ground 11 times.
So do I.
But
I love Stafford.
He was a very fine local quarterback.
But I want him in the turf below Ford Field if we play them in the
There you go.
He's a fine local
I
quarterback.
knew that this was going to devolve into that. I knew it was. What was it? Oh, the Eagles. Lindsey, people are sleeping. You're sleeping on the Eagles, aren't you?
No, not one bit. I still think they'll lose a couple of games. I think the Lions will get the number 1 seed. I think the Eagles will be 2.
Do you think your 49ers would win if they went in there?
Yes.
To Philly?
We're going to break their helmets in half.
Are you? Because
Yes.
it was your quarterback that was broken in half last year.
My God.
And you had your
You
running
will
back
not-
playing quarterback down 31-7 in the third quarter. I felt bad.
Thanks for the reminder.
I
appreciate
felt
that.
bad for you
I appreciate
guys.
that. That's just going to add fuel to our fire.
Now
That's
they got
okay.
Sam Darnold, though, in case Purdy gets hurt. He's a solid backup. He's done
Yeah.
things before.
Yeah, at least he's a quarterback.
Yes. He's better than Josh Johnson.
Oh,
or
my
whoever.
God. That was a disaster.
He's better than him, I'll tell you that.
Josh Johnson. Is that it?
We got one more
Okay, real
final
quick.
question. Since the 49ers got Chase Young, should we just pencil them in at 14-3 and have them sit out the rest of the regular season?
Man, Spenny, you are big on Chase Young. I say why not? I don't see them losing another game.
He's such a troll.
Should we just – I think we should just all – how about this? How about we just give them the Super Bowl title, give Chase Young Super Bowl MVP.
Okay.
And then the rest of us will just, like, play.
All right. Hey,
Is that fair?
suit yourself. If that's how you feel, if that's how dominant you think we are, then
Maybe we'll just go to
then
the
go ahead and
R&L
do that.
Carriers New Orleans Bowl and play at halftime of the New Orleans Bowl.
Yeah, guys, just go to Hawaii with the rest of the Pro Bowlers and play flag football. And let us take the Lombardi
I think
home.
that's fair. All right, I'm glad we got that sorted out. Get your insurance sorted
I
out.
should have pre-screened these questions before I wrote them.
You did. You wrote them.
Let me tell you about Swiss Insurance. Do you have football on the brain? Fall ushers in professional football and college football, and this year is going to be awesome. Fall is also the perfect time to shop for your home and auto insurance. Shop it like a pro with Swiss Insurance. They cover Woodward Sports Network, and they should be covering you too. Ask for Mark at SwissINS.com today or call 248-800-4177. That's 248-800-4177. It's Swiss Insurance.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Ashley is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Want the very best in Detroit sports wearables? Easy. WoodwardSports.com/shop. The Stoke Not Scared t-shirt, get it in. Should be a central part of your wardrobe. Go to WoodwardSports.com/shop. The Spencer Raxter inspired Jack Campbell meat missile shirt. WoodwardSports.com/shop. Chase Young walking on water. Spencer Raxter original line. WoodwardSports.com/. I'm just kidding. That one's not there. Chase Young with a halo over his head. No, I'm just playing. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey. It's all represented. It's hoodie season. It's beanie season, everybody. Get it in. You see them there on the screen. WoodwardSports.com/shop. Pulling up on the second hour of the show, Big D Energy, Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter, Spencer Raxter, the president of the Chase Young fan club, Spencer Raxter as well, and Big Mike
I'm going to get you a Chase Young jersey. When they make it,
100%.
I'm going to
No, give me a jersey. I want the T-shirt. I want the Chase Young. There he is. Look at Lindsey. Look at Lindsey.
That's what it's all about.
Wait till the playoffs when Lindsey pulls the Homer Simpson in the bushes. Like,
no, never that.
Steps out.
Never that. Never
steps
that.
out with it. Hey, I got it. This is a great idea from Chuck Brewer, the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Jump into there. Oh, by the way, subscribe to the podcast, too. Big D Energy. Got a cool little graphic there with me and D-Mac on there. Rate it, review it, subscribe to it, and just crush Sam Flannel in the review. Just say 5-star Sam Flannel sucks.
He's the one who uploads the podcast, too, so it makes it even better.
So do it. Yeah, he's the one there doing it. Chuck Brewer. Neal, I think the 49ers pickup should delete their 3 losses, just make them 17-0. I would agree.
Hey, same thing, make you laugh, make you cry.
I would agree.
You know that?
Yes, we got more nickel packages for you. It's a big package Friday. I did want to ask this, though, real quick, since we got a little gap. What are you guys doing during the bye week?
I'm going to Sticks.
That's right.
Shout out to Stick. He's having the bye week barbecue at his house. I'm going to go over there and get fucked up.
Really? What activities will you be doing?
I'm going to be drinking the Casamigos that Lindsey got for me. Appreciate you, Lindsey.
Lindsey, that's big time.
It's going to be a great time.
Get it in, Spenny.
I'm going to be screaming at my parlays. It's going to be awesome. It's
I
gonna be
love
a lot
it.
of fun.
I do. I love
and
that.
I don't have to drive this time because I drove Lucas and Easy last time for his birthday. So one of them's driving this time, so I can get both of them.
I'm salty. Says I'm going crappie fishing this weekend. That's cool. I like doing that, man.
Me
That's
too,
fun.
Man. Who's going crappie fishing?
I'm salty in the WoodwardSports.com
What's
chat
crappie
thread.
fishing?
Where is he
I
going?
was going to ask, what is that?
Oh, it's like
crappie?
sunfish, bluegill, stuff like that.
Panfish.
Okay.
Yeah,
Crappies get a little bigger though.
you're not fishing. You're catching.
Okay.
My kids are big fans of it.
That's fun.
You
Yeah,
know?
I love it too, man.
I do. I like fish. Fishing's the thing that I like the most that I rarely get a chance to do. And when I do it, I love it. And I'm like, I should do this more. And then I
Yeah,
do.
Neal,
I
we got to
haven't
go
been fishing
fishing
in a
this
long
summer,
time.
dude.
Yeah, dude. Let's do
love
it.
Fishing, dude.
I do too, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. I'm curious too to see what else. BMG, how about you, man? You going golfing somewhere or what?
Absolutely not. It's freezing
Snow
outside.
golfing?
No. I'll be at LCA Saturday for the Wings game, and Sunday I'm locked in the man cave, red zone.
Oh, on Saturday, I'm going to Umacon downtown. She's very, very cool.
Oh, yeah, my daughter's going to that.
Yeah.
She's getting all these costumes and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it should be awesome. It's an anime expo they're having
Dude, it's
downtown.
packed down.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be live. I'm not dressed. I'm not cosplaying or anything, but.
Boo!
Yeah, no.
So you're not really going.
I didn't know about it until like last week. My boy was like,
you know about it now?
Yeah, well, I'm too broke to afford some cosplay. But I'm excited. It should be a lot of fun. I've never been to Umacon, so I'm excited to go.
Good for you, man. Hey, live your life, bro.
I know.
If it makes you happy, do it.
It's going to be fun, man. I can't wait.
DNCENT, I wonder how many of you are going to engage in this, says, quote, I'm going to drink my tears over the weekend and not know what to do with my hands. I don't know what that means, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Honolulu Blue Sparty, losing my mind, checking for Lions updates hourly, disappointed every time. Okay, I got you. Lindsey, what about you, man? What you got going on?
Nothing, man. I'm thinking about going down to Georgia. My son, they have a scrimmage game or something, so I may just shoot down there and watch him play a little bit and come back. And it's warm down there too, so I probably need to get a little warmth.
You jump a flight down there? Where you fly into Atlanta or whatever?
Yep.
I got you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool, man. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Honolulu Blue Sparty, cleaning panfish sucks. I just throw them back. I don't clean any of them.
Throw them back?
Yeah.
I clean them, buddy.
You're more dedicated than I am. Detroit Dabber 313. Here you go, Spenny. I remember working downtown when that was going on. People Mover crowd was interesting.
Yeah. Oh, dude, shout out to the anime community. It's exploded over the past 5 years. OGs that have been doing it their whole lives, watching it their whole lives. I'm excited. We're a welcoming community. Some people gatekeep, but I welcome all people who want to enjoy anime.
Dude, my daughter went down there last year, and she was like, Dad, you need to drop me off because there's no parking. I was like, no parking? What are you talking about? Dude, I drove down there. I was like, what the hell is this? That was another world.
There's 15K people down there.
Dude, it was crazy.
Where is it at?
I think it's at the Rensen. I'm not sure.
Is it?
Yeah,
that's where it is.
I think it's at the Rensen.
Neal, it was unbelievable.
I'll take your word for it.
But yeah, it was $50 for the ticket. My boy Dom.
You don't get drinks or anything with that?
No. Me, my boy Dom, and Adam are going. My boy Mike lives down there, so we're just gonna park in his apartment building's parking lot and take the Q line. So.
All right. Q line, huh?
Oh yeah, shout out.
I think you're the first person I know that's going to be taking the Q line.
I take the Q line all the time.
Do you?
Yeah, Q line's dope.
I thought it only goes 3 miles.
No, I mean it'll take us from where we need to go to where we're trying to go. So.
All right, fair.
Yeah.
Shout out Q line.
Shout out to Q line.
Jack Harrington, I'm going to watch SEC football roll tide tomorrow. Big game, Alabama LSU. Big boys game right there. Coquet, where does Lindsey's son play? Mercer,
man. K Boogie, Caleb Hunter. Check him out on Instagram or whatever you call those things.
All right, fair enough. I'm looking forward. I got a Saturday off, so I'm really, really hype about that. So I'll be getting stuff ready. So college basketball starts, as you know. Oakland plays at Ohio State on Monday. So Sunday I'll be missing the stick thing because we leave to go down to Columbus.
Oh, you're going down? Okay.
Yeah, on Sunday. So college basketball is in there and doing it.
It's a great time of the year, man. You get all the sports.
Yeah. I will be locking in, though, to Chiefs-Dolphins on Sunday morning.
100%.
I hate that game's in Germany. I hate it.
Yeah. It'll be early, though. I like the fact that those games come on early because you get
I do, too. I like the timing of it.
I like that.
But, I hate that it's – because chances are one team is not going to play well. That's the data we have, right?
That's fair.
The games that are over there in Europe are less than. And a game like that –
it has a lot of impact.
I want to see everybody running on all cylinders.
It's fair.
You got Tyreek Hill going against the Chiefs for the first time. There's tons of storylines, man. Coquet says, go Mercer Bears, but not Chicago Bears.
Right.
That's fair.
That is fair.
Trust me, the Chicago Bears aren't going anywhere.
That is also fair.
Yeah, so I am. I'm disappointed, but I'll be locked into that game for sure. I can't wait to watch that game.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Those two teams are going to be spinning it, I bet. Dom Rivera, I'm pumped for the Dolphins-Chiefs game early. Get to lock in as well. Really, Matt, daylight savings time this Sunday?
Yeah.
For real?
Man,
Yeah.
it's coming.
That's why I got that watch that actually fits now.
Yeah.
I don't have to set it back. I just got to wait a couple of days. It'll be good.
And then you can bring it back.
Yeah. It's a nice watch.
It means
man.
it'll get dark early. Right?
Yeah, that does suck.
When are we going to put that down?
Yeah.
When are we going to stop with the daylight savings
Sorry,
time
farmers.
thing? When
wake up a little earlier.
When are we done? Because here's what I want, everybody.
Neal,
and hold on, Lindsey. And there is not one person that will disagree with this. You know what I want? And I don't know which one it is because we change it all the time. I want the one that makes it light at 9:30 in the summer. Whatever that one is, that's the one that I want all the time. We don't need to change it. We don't need to mess with it. Just do that one and leave it at that. Why are we doing this?
For the farmers.
We genetically modify and manufacture everything
and they can
now.
just wake up earlier.
Oh, you want the farmers that feed us all this wonderful produce and things that
We're
we
not-
have.
we're-
You
our
wanna-
food-
you want-
our
you
food
don't
comes
want
from a
those
lab
guys
now.
to have some
Our food
sort
comes
of
from a lab.
control of what they do.
I'm cool with the one that gives me extra sleep. That's all I care about.
I just want the one that makes it light at 9:30 in the summer all the time. I don't want it changed. I want that one all the time, BMG. So I can play golf until 9:25 on like July 1st or whatever it is.
And in your twilight round at 6:30 is not it.
That's tough.
It's not it.
I don't understand why we need to move it all around. The farmers. All our food's made in a lab.
Not all of our
Farmers.
food. We still have people that grow food naturally.
Do we?
Yes.
Go get the nutrition label of anything around here right now.
They have nothing to do with it when it leaves their farm. Okay?
Old Jarhead, tractors have lights these days.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys
Absolutely.
have no sympathy for the people that the backbone of our country.
You're damn right I don't.
Wait a minute. Who are you to be saying that? When you disparage Army football because they don't, quote, throw the ball
That
enough
is
for
fair.
you.
That is a good
And
point.
BMG, don't you even poke your head up from over
I
there.
just knew it was coming, Lindsey. You had to say something like that.
If you're going to disparage our military, that in these day and age, these trying times right now, we lean on more than ever, then yeah, I can step out and come at the farmers a little bit.
I'd rather run the triple option than shuck peas.
Then line up for bread.
Yeah, pulling carrots out of the ground or running the triple option.
It's bad enough our bourbon's allocated. Our bread shouldn't be too.
Exactly.
Now, Lindsey got me triggered. Now I lost it. Planet Fitness, everybody. That's American right here. Planet Fitness Studios. We are live. The best gym in the gym game. Everything you need there in Planet Fitness, including a low price point. You got one in your neighborhood you go to all the time, $1 down, $10 a month. You want to go to every Planet Fitness in the world, over 2,400 of them, Black Card, $24.99 a month. That's it. That's all. You're in there. Every Planet Fitness. Tons of cardio equipment. If some idiot's on there running a 10K, like there was here in the Maple Road one, shout out Dom and my people over there at the Maple Road one. If there's an idiot running a 10K, doesn't matter. There's an army of treadmills and ellipticals and all that stuff. You want to get your swole on? You're getting on the Spencer Raxter program. You're up there pushing rhymes like weight. Then that's fine too.
215 on the bench yesterday.
There he
4
is,
sets
right
of 10.
there. There it is, right there, everybody. You want to go be swole like Spencer? Doesn't matter. Planet Fitness has you covered, guys. Best gym in the gym game.
They have
Take
a
it
rock
from
wall?
me. No rock wall. Do you know what else they don't have? $100 a month membership cost. It all evens out, everybody. PlanetFitness.com or pull in the parking lot. It's Planet Fitness. Your fitness is essential.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Let's talk about Outdoor Equipment Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports, Michigan grown and family owned. Bad boy mowers, tractors, steel handhelds, and even weed whippers, Liberty trailers, Generac generators, Snow X plows and salters. Outdoor Equipment Co. has it all. Buy it, rent it, 0% financing, delivery to your doorstep, or you can go to OutdoorEquipCo.com.
All right, back at it here, Big Package Friday. Talking about the bye week got me behind the clock again. The whole reason I did that was to get the clock straight, and here we are again. So you know what? Let's do it.
All right, first question.
NFL, right?
Yep, first question of the NFL nickel package. Who won the trade deadline?
There's no question the San Francisco 49ers had the greatest trade deadline in the history of sport.
2 years in a row, right?
The Red Wings getting Brendan Shanahan pales in comparison.
2 years in a row, right?
Pales in comparison to the acquisition of Chase Young.
2 years in a row, right?
It's the 49ers world. We're all just trying to get a small little crumb of it.
2 years in a row, right?
Oh, no doubt.
Oh, okay, that's all I was asking.
No doubt.
No, I mean the
I know they got their quarterback for the NFC Championship in that trade last year, too.
The consensus is that we won the trade deadline, but we'll just hold off on that until we see, if it really benefits us, because that's the type of team we are. We're trying to win it all, and that's all that matters. No one cares about what you do during the regular season. Yeah, making the playoffs is important. Winning a lot of games is important, but what's the ultimate goal? What is the ultimate goal of this season? To do what?
To be down 31-7 in the NFC Championship and having your running back play quarterback.
No, that's not the goal, Neal.
That's the goal you guys obtained last year.
I know you're not used to winning, and I know Lombardi doesn't mean anything to you except a guy that coached a long time ago that was really good. I know that means that's what that means to you, but to us, the Lombardi is a trophy.
Okay,
like you win those.
Should they put Bo Schembechler on the college one?
And when you win those, you take them home and you put them in your arena, and they sit out and remind you of what greatness is. And I know I'm ushering you into something that you've never been a part of, but you're starting to get it, but then you revert back to going back to normal. Like, I don't know. I'm trying.
Here's a bonus one from Rack. Second down. Who will play quarterback for the 49ers in the playoffs this year? Chase Young or Christian McCaffrey?
Doesn't matter. We have multiple quarterbacks. but the key word being we make playoffs.
All right, the real second down.
Real second down. Is Will Levis legit?
No. Next question. I watched that last night.
You got to give him credit, man. He's playing okay.
Yeah, he was not okay yet. I've been waiting for somebody to say that. I watch, and guys, here, let me lay this out there.
Okay.
You know what it takes for me to engage in Steelers Titans on Thursday night. It's not my first choice. No, I gave the pick to the people. I gave the Steelers minus the 2.5. So I tapped in and watched me have another pick. And the reason I took them was because Will Levis was on the other side, and I saw it skipping passes up to the receivers. He's terrible, dude. It is exactly what I suspected. And look, I heard there's a gambling podcast I listen to a lot that had kind of the breakdown of Will Levis last week. They're like, yes, the numbers look good, but when it came time for situations to be a, quote, quarterback in quarterback situations, he was awful. And I saw it again last night. So there you go. No, he's not legit.
That's fair.
Let's see Will Levis.
Any thoughts, Lindsey?
What was his numbers? I just want to see his numbers.
He had, I think, 246 and an interception.
No,
and no tutties.
262, 22 for 39, 262, one interception, 66 quarter. I mean, I didn't think he was good anyway.
Right, and he's not. All right, quit wasting time on Will Levis. Let's go.
All right, next question. Are the Ravens the best team in football?
I don't think that they're the best team in football when it's all said and done, but I think they are the team that is playing the best right now. They are cooking.
Good analysis, because that's what they are. They're playing the best right now. I don't think they're the best team in football. I still think Philly's the best team. I think the Lions are a close second, and the Chiefs are dwindling underneath there somewhere with us.
Yeah, and it look. I know this flies in the face of what we were told, and when we did the shows last summer and the whole Lamar Jackson thing. Lamar Jackson is an elite player playing at an elite level right now. Yeah, that is not up for debate. I don't care what your feelings are, what you think about him, or anything like that. He got $250 million because he's elite, yes. And he's playing elite right now. And all of us Lions fans, taste. Can you get a taste? We got a taste. And it didn't taste good. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's playing extremely well.
Spenny, where are you with? What's your answer to that one, the Ravens?
I think they're up there. I still think it's the Eagles, but I think the Ravens, they have a damn good chance. Their defensive line has been insane. They have, I think, the second best linebacking core in football behind the 49ers. Their secondary, they got studs everywhere, and Lamar Jackson's playing like an MVP. So
yeah, and like I talked earlier in the season, remember when I said I think a bomb's coming from the AFC this year? I don't think it'll be the Chiefs or the Bills. I mean, the Ravens. The Ravens fit that profile right now, though. If things fall right, they get the games at home. They could be in the Super Bowl, no doubt. I think they got just as good of a shot as Buffalo does.
Buffalo, I'm not a believer in Buffalo.
Neither am I.
Yeah. But I'm trying to relate the material to the common, people right there, just to give them an understanding of it. All right, next down.
All right, next down. Next question of the NFL nickel package. Is the NFC still Philly's conference?
Not anymore. Now that the Niners got Chase Young,
Oh my God.
I don't see a way that Philadelphia can really even do anything. Chase Young will stop the brotherly shove. He will push them backwards. He will push them this way and that way.
I'm glad you feel that strongly about it. I'm with you, buddy.
And then when Purdy gets hurt, he'll be quarterback too.
Why are you trying to purposely say things like that? Why?
Like
when
what?
Purdy gets hurt.
I'm just going by what I saw last year.
A lot of guys got hurt last year. That doesn't mean they're going to get hurt again.
Okay.
I'm kind of looking at you. You're wishing hurt a lot of guys. You kind of.
I don't want to see anybody get hurt, Lindsey.
You say that, but you're.
I don't want to see anybody get hurt.
Your tone is not
My tone.
of that.
Here, another guy with the tone. Another guy with the tone.
It's like when who got hurt last week and we were talking about him, he just brushed over them like, "Hey, too bad, better for us."
Oh, who was that? Was it
Spenny, remember
Kirk
that?
Cousins, right?
Yeah.
Was it Kirk Cousins?
He had no sympathy whatsoever.
And then I explained it to you. If it were up to me, if whoever the higher power was says, Neal, this is up to you.
Neal,
I was going to tear Kirk Cousins' Achilles.
It doesn't matter.
I won't if you say not to. But if you say yes or don't say anything, just give me the wink.
It doesn't
and
matter
I'll do
how
it.
you go
if
back.
it were up to me, I would say no. Don't do that to the man. I don't want to see anybody get
It
hurt.
doesn't matter how you go back and say, if the powers that be gave me the power to say yay or nay, I would say no. It's what you said in the moment. You were like, hey, too bad, he's hurt. Yeah, get him out of here.
Yeah.
Roll him to the curve, and we're on a...
But that's what they did they not? Did they not take him off the field in a cart and keep the game going, Lindsey? Should we have canceled the season?
You know exactly
Why
what I mean.
are you mad at me for what they did?
We're not mad
They
at you.
put him on the cart.
I simply said you have no sympathy for guys getting injured.
That is true.
Did we stop and did they stop the game and have a revival and everything like that? No, they put him on the cart and you move on. That's how this league works.
Neal has no soul.
He doesn't. Oh my goodness, this is heartless.
That's fair.
This guy's heartless.
It's all because he's a Sparty too. That's why he hates Kirk Cousins, because Kirk Cousins is a Sparty.
Oh,
that's why he hates Justin Applicator, because he's a Sparty.
See, Spenny claims me when I'm getting on Michigan, but then he disassociates me. Yeah, I'm like on the Michigan disassociated list with MGM or something like that.
It's fair.
No soul and going to hell, according to Phil.
All right, next question of the NFL nickel package. Should the Patriots move on from Bill Belichick?
Have you heard this where they're talking about working out a trade for Bill Belichick?
No way, really?
Yeah.
Like Doc Rivers? I remember when Doc Rivers got traded. I was like, is he get traded? I was like, what the fuck was that?
He did get traded.
I'm trying to say the Commanders. Yeah, the Commanders are talking about making a trade for Bill Belichick.
Wow.
And if I'm the Patriots, this is your lifeline.
Yeah.
This is your lifeline.
3 first-round picks is yours.
But we'll settle for 2. I mean, it's perfect, dude. That is a perfect lifeline to move on.
They're not getting rid of him. Not going to happen.
If I'm GM, I'm doing that deal.
Of course, soulless, heartless Neal. Of course, you'd get rid of him in a heartbeat.
How could you be so heartless?
Regardless of how many Super Bowls he won, Neal will look at him right now. I'd say, hey, Bill, it was nice. I thank you for all the Super Bowls. We got to trade you, buddy.
Akon. What happened to Akon?
Akon's doing
he's
great
building
things.
hospitals in Africa.
He's building hospitals, providing electricity to
he's
thousands
doing a
of
lot,
people in
man.
Africa.
And that's great, but you could drop a couple tracks along the way, too.
Fair.
See what I mean?
That is heartless.
The guy's building hospitals, for God's sakes, and supplying
Akon and Young Jeezy.
He's supplying people with water and lights, and you're sitting here talking. Hey,
I'm not saying don't build the hospitals. I'm saying can you drop a couple tracks?
Oh God.
He made bangers.
He's providing electricity to cities in Africa.
I'm not saying stop doing that.
You said that's all fine and dandy, but can you drop a couple of tracks?
Akon did make bangers, man.
Yeah,
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Did Akon make bangers?
This better be 100% yes. If this isn't 100% yes, I don't believe any of you.
Won't let me out.
Shakedown.
Let's go Red Wings party. I'm a soul survivor.
That's an all-time banger.
Smack that.
Oh, no, Lindsey, you can't celebrate his music. Why aren't you digging into the pocketbook to help out the church? Did Akon make bangers? Woodwardsports.com.
Yeah, 20% of you don't know music.
Yeah, sorry, I can't help you guys. Yeah, you guys are acting the fool today. Let me tell you about the Lions post-game show. There's not one this weekend because there's no Lions game. But when there is, Miz is the guy with stick as well. Subscribe to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Jump in there. We are doing Lions game day better than anybody. We are doing NFL football better than anybody. That is fact, not opinion. The Woodward Sports post-game show with Maz and Stick and special guests right here on the Woodward Sports YouTube channel.
And let me tell you about where I'm going after the show to get my Holly a birthday present. It is Premier Pet Supply. When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations, over 60 brands of food, lowest prices, and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best at www.premierpetsupply.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Just in time for football, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-rolled called Honolulu Blue. It smells good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls yet, you are missing out. So smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Check us out online at www.gloriouscanna.com.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter. We have BMG as well, Big Mike Gentry and Spencer Raxter, all of you in the woodwardsports.com chat thread.
Are liars. 26% of you are liars.
We put the question out there, did Akon make bangers?
Disappointed.
And 26% of them say no?
Yeah.
Please see yourselves out.
Yeah.
Kindly leave.
Go culture yourself.
Yes. Kalamazoo, they will never strip Michigan of the title. The only one that cares is Neal Rhul. Kalamazoo, see, this is where you're hearing what you want to hear. You win that title, it is your title forever. The same way Reggie Bush won the Heisman. I saw it. He walked across the stage. He picked up the award. He is the Heisman Trophy winner. That is not up for debate. USC won the national title with Reggie Bush, who got stripped of the Heisman.
Give that man his Heisman back.
100%. You guys go win the national title. You survive this and work your way through, you are national champions. You are. And then you'll have 1.5 national titles since the time they sold war bonds. Like, that's what it'll be.
War bonds.
Uncle Sam needs you.
He needs you.
To fight the Nazis. What?
Oh, that's funny.
Speaking of college football, should we spin a college football nickel package?
Yeah, we can do a college football nickel
Let's do
package.
it, man.
All righty. Aphrodite, as my mom used to say. First question.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. She had some weird sayings. First question of the college football nickel package. Let me find it. Where is it? Blah, blah, blah. Damn it, where'd our group chat go?
Somebody has a question for you real quick.
Okay.
Phil, how can you like Neal, Spenny? He's a rich guy with more than one furnace.
Neal's the man.
I'm not a, quote, rich guy. I just bought at the real estate floor.
Yeah, Neal's the man.
Life is about timing.
It's true.
Akon had a bunch of bangers, too.
And a bunch of furnaces, I'm sure. All right, first question of the college football nickel package. All we heard all season long was how the Pac-12 is the best conference in college football, yet they don't have a team in the playoff rankings. Is the Pac-12 going to get a team in the playoff this year?
Look, Michigan and Ohio State are in. They're in. The SEC champion is in. There's room for one more, and that's it. And I think that the Pac-12 is going to do what the Pac-12 always does. They're going to consume themselves. USC is going to beat Washington this week. They're going to beat them. And that's what the Pac-12 has always done. Usually it's Utah. Utah jumped up and got somebody this year. Usually it's Utah. And then when you're in the Pac-12 championship game and it's a win-and-in scenario, that Pac-12 team never wins the game. Never. So, no, I don't think that they're going to be. And again, this isn't hate, everybody. Big Mike Gentry, Michigan fan, Big Ten fan. Is this as bad as the Big Ten's ever been in a while?
Yeah, it's been pretty bad.
Okay,
and I said it yesterday. Ohio State really isn't as big of a juggernaut as they have been in past seasons. So,
but they're going to be in the playoff.
Yeah, they will be.
Spenny, is the Big Ten any good this year?
No. Michigan's good.
But they're going to get two teams in.
Probably.
And the Pac-12 is not going to get any, who we say top to bottom.
Washington will get in.
But they got to go do it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of landmines out there for them. So, no.
How many is the SEC getting in?
Their champion will get in.
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah.
Unless
Florida State loses, which I don't see happening.
And that's it.
They play a really easy schedule.
So I don't think the Pac-12 is going to get one in. Is the Pac-12 top to bottom the best conference this year?
Yes.
And they're not going to get anybody in because nothing's changed. Because it's not about football. It's WWE. The college football playoff is WWE.
It's become entertainment now?
Yes. How can I maximize pay-per-view buys, i.e. watches? How can I maximize it? Because in turn, that's how I maximize my TV contract.
Yeah, if you get Michigan and Ohio State in, that's a box office hit.
Yes, it's proven. Because everybody will just eat it up no matter what.
And Alabama used to be. Still is if they're good.
If Alabama runs the table, Spenny, they're in.
Yeah. I mean, if they beat Georgia in the...
Which would constitute running the table.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'd make it with one loss for sure.
See what I'm saying?
Nick Saban will be down there. Well, I think on all consideration, we should get a look at. He was saying that when they lost 2.
Right.
Trying to get in.
Francis Garcia, what are the excuses of Michigan crushes Penn State and Ohio State this year? I don't have any excuses for it. I know what people will say though.
It's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah. But Ohio State will still find their way in the playoff, man. It's just the way that it works, dude. It's WWE.
All right, next question of the college football playoff. Is Alabama lurking?
Yes. That's a great segue into the next question, Spenny. Brilliant job by you.
Thank you. Thank you.
They are lurking.
Took me a while to write these out.
If they beat LSU, it's real. And and they're gonna go to the SEC championship and they're gonna play Georgia. And if Georgia doesn't have Brock Bowers, ... You know what I'm saying? Like Lindsey,
they'll beat Georgia without Brock Bowers, probably.
It's a lot closer because I'm seeing in here R.I.P. Bama. Uncle Neal saw feet. R.I.P. Bama. No, they're much more real and much more of a factor than you think. If they beat LSU, you watch them pop up to 4 next week.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's Alabama. You know how they work. If Alabama shows any life, they get carte blanche where they're in the playoffs.
Absolutely. And Brandon Hasso, Neal, do you laugh the entire time Spenny writes the nickel packages? I do, because he's always pushing his narrative all the time.
Neal wrote this one.
He's always pushing his narrative.
Neal did the NFC, college basketball, college football.
Don't
I did
you put
NFL,
this on me.
Lions, and Pistons.
I have no knowledge of what you're doing over there in the booth, even though you tell me what commercial we're running and stuff like that.
We split them up evenly.
I have no knowledge of this. Show me the evidence.
Do you want me to screenshot the text?
You can't have AI design that?
That's true.
You can't have AI design
It could
that.
be Connor Stallions texting me.
Okay. All right, next down.
Next down. I didn't even know this. Did you know there is a Pop-Tarts Bowl this year?
Yes! It's electric. Do you remember the old Champ Sports Bowl?
No. You know what bowl I do remember that's probably insignificant? The Blue Bonnet Bowl.
The Blue Bonnet Bowl, the Weed Eater Independence Bowl. There is a Pop-Tarts Bowl this year. It's the
That's
old.
hype.
You remember the Champ Sports Bowl, right?
Yeah.
The Russell Athletic Bowl. It's that one in Orlando.
Nice.
Where there's always like, you know who plays in it every year? The team from the ACC that you thought was going to be good, but it's not. And then they play the team from the Big Ten that you thought was going to be good, but they're not.
Yeah.
Like it's always Wisconsin and Miami.
Yep. That's cool.
And it's a Pop-Tarts Bowl.
I want to see a Bang Bros Bowl.
Oh, what?
Need one of those Bang Bros. Bang Bros Bowl.
Didn't they try to get the naming rights to Miami's
Miami
arena?
Stadium, yeah.
BangBros.com
Bang Bros
arena.
Stadium would have been awesome.
Man.
Bang Bros Arena.
Yes.
They'll put up they got the money.
Soft Jones says, best bowl to go to, usually Nebraska against Virginia Tech or something. Exactly. That's what it was. People are fired up about a Pop-Tarts Bowl. I saw this on the little bowl list.
D-Mac will be there.
At the yeah, hell yeah, he will. Hell yeah, he will. Andrew Jones says Duke's Mayo Bowl is goated.
That shit's gross.
Lindsey, you were a college coach. If you were a football coach and you played in the Duke's Mayo Bowl
and you win
and you won, would you let them dump the mayonnaise on you?
No.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
No, I'm not.
That shit is so gross.
No, I could. Like
I don't
the
even like
initial
mayo.
time when it touches. Oh my god!
Can I wear a poncho at least or something?
No,
that's disgusting. Who thought of that?
Liar.
All right, next question of the college football nickel package. Can Marvin Harrison win the Heisman?
Yes.
But Neal, I
What
thought
are
you
his
said he
stats
wasn't
right
that guy.
When did I say that? I never said that about Marvin Harrison.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I question their usage of Marvin Harrison.
Spinning.
I question their usage of Marvin Harrison. No, but guys, look, whether or not
He did hate on Marvin Harrison.
when did I do that? When did I do that?
Yes, he did.
When?
Remember we were early? I was like, man, Marvin Harrison is an animal. You were like, I haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, at that time, he had J.J. McCarthy's
I
resume.
hear all this talk, but I haven't seen anything.
Right now, he's got 48 catches for 889 yards and 8 touchdowns.
But here's the path. Because he's the flavor. I read the story of The Athletic. They have their poll where they survey, I think it's 100 voters. He finished second in that pop-up poll voting this year.
I mean, he's one of the, if not the best player in the country.
So he's got the juice going right now. If they roll into Michigan and they win, and he's got $180 and 2,
he'll be
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the path is there.
I don't know if he'd win, but he'd be in New York.
Yeah.
He would be right there.
Probably going to be the second or third player taken in the draft.
Because I was told like Michael Penix stinks, and LSU's quarterback stinks, and everybody who's got like double the yardage J.J. McCarthy has, they all stink, and J.J. McCarthy's great, despite the fact he has nowhere near any of their numbers.
Oh man.
I don't. You don't want my opinion on that. I'll just get it. No, it's party. Final question of the college football nickel package. Are college football games too long?
Yes. Now I know they've shaved a couple of minutes off them, but I don't like the running clock. They used to stop it towards the end of the halves when you get a first down. They would stop so they could reset the change. I don't like that they did that because they affected the game. Chip Kelly talked about that. He had a walk-off interview of UCLA at halftime, and he's like, "We only had the ball 4 times. Like, what is going on now?" I hate that they eliminated that. And like I said, it did kind of play into Michigan's hands, like the running teams and stuff like that. It slowed things down. Right. Because I got laughed at last year, and Spenny, you can back me up on this, when we were talking about the TCU-Michigan game, and I said, dude, pace is going to be they play at the second fastest pace in the country. Mm-hmm. It's going to be it looked like it was a problem at the end of that game. Did it not?
Yes, it did.
They've affected the game, and I don't like that, Lindsey.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like it either. I think certain things in any sport, when you start tampering with stuff like that, you mess with certain teams' advantages.
Right.
And that's exactly what that's done.
You know who paid that price? Remember Arkansas in the 90s with the 40 minutes of hell and all that kind of stuff?
Yes.
In the tournaments, they expanded the commercial breaks from 2 minutes to 3 minutes.
Yes.
And Lindsey, you know this. Like, if they would press for 40 minutes,
dude,
it was all out hell.
No, it was. It looked like they had 8 people on the court when we played against them. We played against them, and I was sitting there like, they have to be cheating. I said, "There's no."
Was Connor Stallions in the crowd?
I'm like, "There's no way. There's nobody open." Like, it was crazy, and
there's nobody guarding me, and nobody's open.
Yeah, they did it the entire game, and our coach, so Nolan Richardson was friends with our coach Andy Stodman. After the game, Coach Stodman was irritated because they beat us by 40, and he's like, "This is my buddy." Like, and he said, "Yo, man, what's up? Well, why didn't you call the horses off him?" He looked at our coach and said, "Andy, you got to get better players."
Damn. You coaches are so fake, man. You guys talk like you dap each other up the pregame. You guys are sitting there smiling and laughing and shit like that. And you hate each other. Deep down, you hate each other.
It's not that you hate them.
You want to beat the piss out of them.
Yeah, because if they had the opportunity
they
to
would
do
beat
it
the
to
piss
you, they
out
would
of
beat
you.
the piss out of you. So you just...
Yeah, that's what it is. Do we have one more?
Nope, that was it.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jeffrey Penner. Jeff, haven't seen you here before. Appreciate you tapping in. Iowa has a big gas station chain called the Come and Go. Imagine liberals getting a gender fluid come and go bowl.
Hell yeah, the skeet and shoot.
You know what's funny? We did see that. Coach Camp tried to get a T-shirt when we went through there in Iowa. The Come and Go T-shirt.
That's terrible.
That's legendary.
That's terrible.
I wanted to get one too, but they didn't have any. So that was pretty funny. But so that one was out there. Where are we at? Oh yeah, Hamlin Pub, right? The pub where you are a regular. That's right. 7 locations in the Metro Detroit area. Game day specials for all NFL games, all Detroit sports games. So again, chances are, if there's a sports game on, which there is pretty much all the time, they got their game day specials going on. The wings, they slap. I know from experience. I had some. We have all our fantasy drafts there. Hamlin Pubs, where everybody's a regular. 7 Metro Detroit location. To find the one that works for you, go to HamlinPubs.com.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Boner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Boner and Broder.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
Neal Rhul here for Feldman Automotive Group. 18 locations. There's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Go to feldmanauto.com to find the location closest to you. Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. Catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet in Novi every other Monday, which is this Monday, by the way. It's the Feldman Automotive Group. Coming down the stretch here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul and Lindsey Hunter, and Big Mike Gentry and Spencer Raxter, and all of you in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Let's finish this thing off with a Pistons fast break. We got Lindsey here. Let's take advantage.
All right, first question of the Pistons fast break. When do Cade's turnovers become a problem?
When you're making that push to be a team that wins playoff games. I don't think it's a problem. I'm aware of.
Again last night.
Yeah, Now there's going to be an uptick with the usage. That basketball is in that man's hands all the time. all the time.
Yeah.
We love the 30. We love the 30 pieces, right?
Yeah, if we can keep getting those 30 pieces, we'll be pretty
You can
happy.
deal with the 6 TOs?
He's going to have to cut it down.
For now, though. Like,
Yeah,
for now,
it's
for
early.
where they're at,
Yeah.
I'm all right with it. He'll improve. He'll adjust.
Oh, no doubt. I do want to see him work. He got to get better with his mid-post game. Like, he has to get better at his mid-post and drawing fouls and just kind of being used to playing in that space.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's kind of been one of the talking points about there, the lack of free throws that he gets. Like, he scores 30 points and doesn't go to the free throw line.
Yeah, he has to get to the line more.
But both things are true.
I mean, he gets whacked, too, and doesn't get calls.
Both things are true, though. You know, like, he's got to develop that a little more, as you said. And, yeah, he's got to get the juice of getting the call. You get calls when you win games, man. Like,
But like Shaedon Sharp was getting more calls than he was, and he was getting hit just as much.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to be overly aggressive to let the refs know, like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna run through everybody's chest until you call the foul. You know, and I think he'll get that respect because they're realizing that he is a bucket. Like he can put the ball in the hole.
No doubt. All right, at the shooting guard.
All right, shooting guard position. Should the Pistons make a trade early? Desmond Bane.
They're not letting him go.
I know, but have they even won a game yet? I think Memphis still hasn't won a game.
They're
real quick, I know that's not the question. Memphis fell apart quick, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't think they fell apart totally yet.
Yeah, but you're going to put yourself in a hole you can't
They're
recover
going to be
from.
in a big hole if they don't start winning some games. I think they'll win some games though.
Jaws back. What, Christmas?
Yeah, they got to be close to 500 if they want to make any type of run at the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, the answer to the question: make a trade early. I don't know the temperature. You know, like that's a feel thing. I don't know the temperature of the league. I don't know what the goals are, what they're looking to do. I'll tell you low key what I want to see Troy Weaver do. I want to see him get that pick back from the Knicks somehow.
Just finesse the Knicks again.
And then you can say, I got Jalen Duren from nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I got Jalen Duren and I still have all the picks. Like, I would do that. If it were me, I would do what it takes to get that pick back just so I can say, I created Jalen Duren out of thin air. I did like what Chase Young is going to do. I created this out of thin air.
This guy right here.
They need to make a trade early, Lindsey?
I wouldn't. I don't think they need to make one early. I think they are setting up to make a trade. I think that's why you kind of see how they're playing certain players. And there's a logjam at the guard position, you know, and we still have a guard out. It's not back playing yet.
Yeah, Monty's coming back soon.
So I think they're going to do something. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a package with Wiseman or something like that because Wiseman hadn't played much at all.
Expiring deal.
Yeah, so I think they'll do something. I don't think they'll make an early trade, but I think they'll do something.
Trade James Wiseman for a used washing machine like in semi-pro.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but it'd be one of those front loaders that leak and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's better than that, guys.
All right.
Next question. At the small forward, how much of a difference will Bogey and Monty Morris make when they come back?
Huge difference. Huge difference.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, because they're going to give him depth. And they're
Bogey
both going to give him
shots.
scoring. Yeah, they're going to give him scoring and space the floor for Cade a lot more. And it's going to help Duren, clear the paint for Duren a lot. So they're going to make a big difference.
I have noticed this, like even to the untrained eye, that congestion.
It's crazy.
It is. Somebody had a screenshot. I forget who it was on Twitter. I saw it. They had a screenshot. It was Portland on offense and it was Detroit on offense. And like you could see the congestion versus seeing the spacing when Portland had the ball. It was real. It was pretty. No. Even if you don't understand, the nuance of basketball, you're like, damn, like that is real out there.
No, it is. It makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And I think when you got shooters out there, like we talked about, Cade will have plenty of space to get downhill, get to the basket. So it makes a difference.
No question. All right, number 4.
All right, number 4, fourth question. What is Asor Thompson's ceiling in this league?
And Lindsey, I'll kind of deflect to you.
Jimmy Butler.
Look, he is exactly, as I said, during the draft, if you were unable to get a 20-point-a-game wing, this was the next best thing that you could get. Just the versatile, put him in any defensive situation and things like that. He's super young. Offensively, What are you seeing, Lindsey? Again, I'll defer to you. Tell me what you're seeing offensively for him.
Well, of course, I know, and someone in the chat said earlier, like, is it a concern that his 3 balls and going in? I'm like, no, he's a rookie. He'll have plenty of time to get.
We knew that going in.
Yeah, we knew that. And he, what people don't understand is you watch a lot of guys that have developed into great perimeter defenders. They specialize in knocking down, standstill threes. PJ Tucker, corner 3, makes it at a high clip.
Right.
And Asur can be, because he's a better multiple defender than PJ Tucker and guys like that. Once he polishes off his game, and he can make plays. Like he's not a great playmaker, but you can watch him, slash to the basket and drop a pass off. So his ceiling is, it's hard to say because I think he can be like a all-pro defender. I think he can be a guy that's all defensive team every year. And average of like 14, 15 points a game, Mm-hmm. And I think if he can do that, he'll make $150 million his next contract.
That is probably true. All right, last one.
Last one. Can we pull the plug on James Wiseman?
What do you mean, can we? They've already pulled the plug.
That's fair.
You typed it wrong. Have
we pulled the plug on James Wiseman?
No, it's just like with Monty Williams, he came in here and he's doing it the way he wants to do it.
Yeah.
And everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone knows. He ain't playing around, man.
No.
Like he's here. He's not here like collecting a check or like he's here and he's doing his thing.
Yes.
Whether you like it or not, Monty Williams is doing his thing. I have a chat question that somebody asked that we'll get to in a minute. But hey, I went to Lady Jane's this morning.
You did. It looks great. Shout out Beth. Let me tell you about Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. You can come in for an award-winning haircut experience and register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite to the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right. No expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
When buying or selling real estate, flexibility and control over the sales process is key. Sellers, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement at any time for any reason with no penalty? That is exactly what Mark White & Associates offers. It's called the Minute-by-Minute Listing Agreement by Mark White & Associates. Try Mark White's risk-free minute-to-minute listing agreement today. Looking to buy or sell real estate? Visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. markwhitesells.com, where flexibility meets success.
Final segment on a Friday. Yes, folks, we did it. We absolutely did it. Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter, Big Mike Gentry, Spencer Raxer. Speaking of Spencer, hey, check out those heavyweights, 5 to 7. Live at Dispo tonight, right?
Live at Dispo in Hazel Park. Come on, come down.
Pull up on them, Joik Bell used to say. Lindsey, here's a question from the chat for you, because I'm not answering this. Ken, fire Monty. He's going to ruin Ivy like he did DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton just ruined in general. DeAndre Ayton.
What is his question? He just made a statement. He said, "Fire Monty." Like,
no, I want your reaction to the statement. I'm sorry.
I have no reaction to that. That's somebody's talking. They just paid Monty how many millions?
The most.
The most.
All of the millions.
Yeah.
Monty's not, buddy. Cancel it. The thing about it, Monty is a defensive coach. If you haven't watched the teams he's coached in the past, defense is a must. It's a staple. And if you're not playing defense, then you're going to have to work your way on the court until you do.
Which is what the people in the chat have said they wanted all season long last year.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Like people demanded it.
Yes.
Well, here it is.
And people don't understand when you're rebuilding and you have pieces like we have young pieces. It's going to take time. I think they're making progress though. Just watching them play. I hated to lose that game last night though. That hurt me. Without two of their stars.
The turnovers are what's killing them, and it's putting them in a hole because they get in these stretches where they turn the ball over. But how do they get back? They've gotten back into every game for the most part.
Yes,
they've gotten back in. And how have they done it?
They have defensively.
Because they hold them to 3 points over a 6-minute stretch or a 4-minute stretch. That's how they've done it. That is encouraging.
Right.
This is not the same team. This is not.
And I think Ivy's the type of player that'll accept coaching. I think he'll get better and he'll understand what is required of him. And I think he'll do it because he's capable. He's really athletic. He's quick. He's fast. He's all those things. And you just have to apply that defensively. Defense is a mindset. It doesn't matter how athletic you are. You have to want to play defense. And you have to
want to game. Like rebounding's want to.
And so I think when he just settles down and understands that, hey, this is what Monty's requiring of me, and he does it, he'll be fine.
Spenny, I got a tweet from somebody that says that they ran into you out and about. And here it is right here. This came from Rich Gibson.
The pervert hat, too. His hat says pervert.
For those of you watching, you can read the shirt.
It says, I came here to drink and fuck, and I'm almost done drinking. And his hat says pervert.
It does look like you.
It looks like me if I, failed at all my goals in life. That's bizarre.
Is this you at the Emo Fest?
Emo Fest? No, I would never go to Emo Fest.
Oh, God.
Is this you at the...
Guy looks like he has a good time, though.
Does that guy have a good time? WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Does that guy look like he has a good time?
That guy looks like a good time.
That is Spenny in 20 years. Danny G, that's Spenny after doing meth.
Yeah, for real. That is me. If I'm on my rising action right now. That's me if I just fucking fell off a cliff. But I mean, hey, still, looks like he has a good time. At least.
Jeffrey Penner says that dude's too well dressed to be Spenny.
That's what he said.
Spenny after smoking meth and crack for 40 years. Jesus, I think it'd look a lot worse. If I look like that after smoking meth and crack for 40 years,
you'll take it.
I'll take it.
It's the juice is worth the squeeze.
For sure.
And you make it through 40 years of smoking meth and crack?
Yeah. Not a lot of people
if that was guaranteed to you, would you sign the contract? You probably would.
Probably.
Yeah. Hoof-hearted. Is that Connor Stallions? He's got a hat and a goatee, too.
Lucas said that's Toledo Spenny.
He knows.
From the gutter Spenny.
Shad asked the question, what can Ivy do defensively, Lindsey?
You mean what can he do?
Like what? I'm guessing to improve.
No. Well, just actual staying in front of guards. Like you can't allow guards in this game to break you down, 1 or 2 dribbles. And I'm sure that's one of the things that Monty's getting him to understand. And, being a great help defender. Like all those things go into being a great defender. You have to be able to do multiple things defensively. And I think with his ability, he should be able to pressure the basketball more so than we've seen him do,
What do you got, Spenny?
Jace Ingles, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of crack here and there.
Oh, God.
I mean, I would disagree with that, but...
and that's Spenny saying that.
Yeah, that's one... there's a couple things I wouldn't do, and that's definitely up there.
Yeah.
There's a big 3, I'll say. A big 3 of things I wouldn't touch, and that is one of them.
And you're
3.
consistent about them.
Yes.
William Rivera, until they get a point guard, it's not going to matter. Your response to that, Lindsey?
What do you mean until they get a point guard? They have point guards on the team. What's the problem? We have point guards.
Atlanta timeline Spenny, says Jose De La.
I did like it.
People have to understand, this is not just going to change overnight. The team will be fine. They're going to it's going to mesh. Monty's going to get the lineups that he wants to see on the floor, and it's going to be okay. And we still have guys out, so be fine. Relax. You can't fix everything overnight, and you can't just throw the baby out with the bathwater because you think certain players aren't playing the way that you expect them to. It takes time, especially under a new coach.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Does that guy look like he has a good time? 89% of you say yes. And then finally, as we ride off to the weekend, Rack says that's what Spenny will look like if the Lions won the Super Bowl and Sparty won the Natty.
That is fair.
I think we've done all the damage we can do here. So for Lindsey Hunter, Spencer Raxter, Big Mike Gentry, my name's Neal Rhul. Thanks for tapping in to Big D Energy. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Peace.
Well, see you later.